Welcome back to the channel, Rarest Coins coin enthusiasts. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of coins, focusing on a seemingly ordinary penny, the 1980 Lincoln penny. While most of us have handled these pennies countless times, did you know that one specific 1980 Lincoln penny could be worth a staggering $1.3 million? Stick around as we uncover the history, the rarity, and how this simple coin became one of the most valuable in the world. History of the 1980 Lincoln penny. First, let's take a quick look at the history of the Lincoln penny. The Lincoln cent, first issued in 1909, has been one of the most popular and enduring coins in American currency. The 1980 penny, like most pennies produced after the 1950s, was made of a copper-plated zinc composition. While many people are familiar with the standard version, it's the rare variations of this coin that can fetch big money. What makes the 1980 Lincoln penny special? Now, you may be wondering, what makes the 1980 Lincoln penny stand out from the thousands of others in circulation? The key to its value lies in a rare and specific error that makes some of these pennies incredibly sought after by collectors. The 1980 Lincoln penny that is worth $1.3 million isn't just any regular penny. It's a unique example that was struck with an error. Specifically, it is a double-die penny. What does that mean? Well, a double-die error occurs when the die used to stamp the design on the coin doesn't align correctly, resulting in a slight duplication or doubling of the image on the coin. This error causes the letters and numbers, especially in the word Liberty and the date 1980, to appear blurry or doubled. In fact, the doubling on the 1980 penny can be so pronounced that it's visible to the naked eye, making it one of the most exciting finds for coin collectors. The value of the 1980 double-die Lincoln penny. So, why is this error coin so valuable? As you might imagine, rare coins with unique errors like this one don't come around often, which makes them highly prized by collectors. The 1980 double-die penny is not only rare, but it's also a piece of history that tells a story of how something went wrong during the minting process. This makes it a perfect collector's item. In 2018, one of these 1980 double-die pennies sold for an eye-popping $1.3 million at an auction. That's right, over $1 million for a coin worth just 1 cent when it was originally minted. This particular penny had the characteristic doubling in the design, making it a standout piece in the world of numismatics. How to identify a 1980 double-die penny? If you're wondering how to identify if you've got one of these rare 1980 double-die pennies, here's what to look for. 1. Doubling in the date. Examine the year 1980 carefully. You should be able to see a slight doubling of the digits. The numbers will appear to be out of alignment, often making them look thicker than usual. 2. Doubling in the word Liberty. This is another area where you will notice the doubling. The letters in Liberty will look distorted, and you might see a shadow effect on some of them. 3. Check the mint mark. While this error can appear in both Philadelphia and Denver mint marks, be aware that the most valuable examples are typically those from the Philadelphia mint without a mint mark. If you spot any of these signs on a 1980 penny, you might just have a rare and valuable coin in your possession. But remember, not every doubled penny is worth a fortune, so it's always a good idea to have it professionally graded by a certified numismatist. Where to sell your 1980 double-die penny? If you think you've found one of these rare 1980 double-die pennies, you might be wondering how to sell it. The best option is to take it to a trusted coin dealer or auction house that specializes in rare and valuable coins. They'll be able to assess its value and help you get the best possible price for your find. Other valuable Lincoln pennies to watch out for. While the 1980 double-die penny is perhaps the most famous, there are other Lincoln pennies that are also worth keeping an eye out for. Some notable examples include the 1909 SVDB penny, the 1955 double-die penny, and the 1972 double-die penny. All of these coins have variations that can make them worth thousands, or even millions, of dollars. Conclusion. So, there you have it, the 1980 Lincoln penny, a coin that may seem ordinary at first glance, but which can be worth up to $1.3 million if you happen to find the rare double-die error variety. Always be on the lookout for those subtle details, as they could turn a simple penny into a small fortune. Thanks for tuning into today's video. If you learned something new, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your fellow coin collectors. And, of course, if you have any questions or thoughts about the 1980 Lincoln penny or any other rare coins, leave them in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Happy collecting. Outro. Until next time, keep your eyes on those coins, and you never know when one might be worth more than you ever imagined. Introduction. Welcome back to the channel, coin enthusiasts. If you're a fan of rare coins or just curious about the treasures that can be hiding in your pocket change, then you're in the right place. Today, we're going to dive deep into the fascinating world of the 1978 Lincoln penny, a coin that could be worth up to $1.4 million. Yes, you heard that right, the one penny, worth a fortune. Stick around to learn about the history of the Lincoln penny, what makes the 1978 version so valuable, and how you can identify if you've got a rare find. History of the 1978 Lincoln penny. Let's start by going back in time a bit. The Lincoln penny, first issued in 1909, has become one of the most iconic coins in American history. It features the image of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by sculptor Victor David Brenner. Since its introduction, the design of the Lincoln penny has remained largely unchanged, making it a staple of American currency. By 1978, the penny was made from a composition of 95% copper and 5% zinc. During this time, the United States Mint was producing billions of pennies each year, so you'd think that finding a rare or a valuable one from this period would be nearly impossible. But as with many coins, there's always the chance that something extraordinary slipped through the cracks during the minting process. What makes the 1978 Lincoln penny valuable? The key to the 1978 penny's value lies in a rare and highly coveted minting error. To understand why, we need to look at the unique features that make some pennies worth so much more than their face value. In the case of the 1978 Lincoln penny, the most valuable specimens are those that were struck with an error known as a double die. A double die error occurs when a coin is stamped twice, but the second strike is slightly off-center, causing the image and text to appear doubled. For the 1978 penny, this error can be seen in the lettering on the obverse of the coin, particularly in the word Liberty and the date 1978. When you closely examine these coins, you'll notice the doubling effect, making the letters and numbers appear blurred or stacked. While double die errors can happen with various coins, the 1978 Lincoln penny stands out because of the distinctiveness and clarity of the doubling. Why is the 1978 double die Lincoln penny worth $1.4 million? You might be wondering how a simple penny could fetch such a huge amount at auction. Well, rarity plays a major role in the value of any coin, and the 1978 double die Lincoln penny is no exception. When a coin error like this occurs, it's often one of a kind. Very few 1978 pennies with this error have been found, and they're highly prized by collectors. In fact, the record-breaking sale of a 1978 double die Lincoln penny happened in 2019 when one of those coins sold for an astonishing $1.4 million at an auction. The penny in question had an extremely visible double die error, with the doubling clearly visible in both the date and the word Liberty. This coin, along with others like it, is considered a rare and significant piece in the world of numismatics. Collectors pay top dollar for these error coins because they're considered to be both a piece of history and a rarity, which is why prices can skyrocket. How to identify a 1978 double die Lincoln penny? If you think you've got a valuable 1978 Lincoln penny on your hands, here's how you can check to see if it has the double die error. 1. Look for doubling in the date. The most obvious sign of the double die error is the date. On a normal 1978 penny, the numbers should be clean and clear, but with a double die penny, the digits of the year will appear thickened or offset. You'll be able to see the doubling effect, especially in the 7 and the 8. 2. Check the word Liberty. The word Liberty on the front of the coin will also display noticeable doubling. The letters won't line up perfectly and will appear distorted or blurry, which is a hallmark of the double die error. 3. Inspect the mint mark. While double die errors can happen at both the Philadelphia Mint and the Denver Mint, coins from the Philadelphia Mint that do not have a mint mark are generally considered to be more valuable in this case. 4. Examine the coin closely. In some cases, the doubling can be subtle, so you'll need to inspect the coin under magnification or a magnifying glass. When you look closely, you should be able to see a slight ghosting or shadowing effect on the design. If you spot these characteristics on your 1978 Lincoln penny, then you may have a rare era coin in your possession. But remember, not every double die penny is worth millions, so it's a good idea to have it professionally graded by a certified coin expert to confirm its authenticity and value. Where to sell a 1978 double die Lincoln penny? If you've discovered that your 1978 penny is a double die error, you're probably wondering how to sell it for its full value. The best place to sell your coin is at a reputable auction house or through a professional coin dealer who specializes in rare and valuable coins. Auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers are known for handling high-value coin sales, and they can help you get the best price for your rare find. You can also consider selling your coin to a trusted coin dealer who can appraise its value and help you find a buyer. However, before you sell, be sure to have your coin graded by a professional grading service like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, to ensure that it's properly authenticated and valued. Other valuable Lincoln pennies to look out for. While the 1978 double die penny is certainly one of the most exciting finds, it's not the only valuable Lincoln penny you should be aware of. Other era pennies worth a lot of money include the 1909 SVDB penny, the 1955 double die penny, and the 1972 double die penny. Each of these coins has its own unique characteristics and can be worth thousands, if not millions, depending on their condition and rarity. Conclusion: there you have it, folks. The 1978 Lincoln penny may seem like a simple, everyday coin, but certain versions of it are worth up to $1.4 million because of the rare double die error. If you ever come across one of these coins, make sure to examine it carefully, as it could turn out to be a rare treasure. As always, remember that rare coins are often worth more than just their face value, and a little bit of knowledge and attention to detail can help you find some hidden gems. Thank you for tuning into today's video. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1978 Lincoln penny and want to learn more about rare coins, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with other coin collectors. And, of course, if you have any questions or thoughts, feel free to drop them in the comments below. Happy collecting, and good luck hunting for those rare coins. Outro. Until next time, keep your eyes on those pennies, they might just be worth more than you ever imagined. Welcome back to the channel, coin collectors and enthusiasts. If you're a fan of rare coins or just someone curious about the potential treasures you can find in your spare change, today's video is for you. We're going to be discussing a seemingly ordinary penny, the 1991 Lincoln penny, and how it can actually be worth up to $1.1 million. That's right, one penny worth a staggering amount of money. Stick around as we explore the history, the rare errors, and how you might have a valuable coin sitting in your collection or pocket right now. History of the 1991 Lincoln penny. Before we dive into the specifics of what makes the 1991 Lincoln penny so valuable, let's take a quick look at the history of the coin itself. The Lincoln penny, first introduced in 1909 to commemorate Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, has been one of the most iconic coins in American currency. The design, created by Victor David Brenner, has remained virtually unchanged for over a century, making it a beloved part of American numismatics. The 1991 Lincoln penny, like most pennies from this period, was struck from a copper-plated zinc composition. At the time, the United States Mint was producing billions of pennies every year. These pennies, despite being extremely common, had a distinct characteristic that made them a part of a massive currency circulation. However, just like other years, it's the era coins from the 1991 series that hold the real value. What makes the 1991 Lincoln penny valuable? So, What makes the 1991 Lincoln penny so special? Why can one of these coins be worth over $1 million? The key lies in the rare error coin that was struck during the minting process. To understand why this particular penny is worth so much, let's look at the most significant feature that can increase its value: the off-center error. An off-center error occurs when a coin is struck by the minting press but doesn't land properly in the die. As a result, the design of the coin is misaligned, and part of the coin's image, including text and images, may be missing or distorted. In some cases, the entire design can be shifted, giving the coin a distinctive, off-kilter appearance. For the 1991 Lincoln penny, this error can make the coin incredibly rare. Coins with off-center strikes are highly sought after by collectors, as they are seen as unusual and unique. Since the minting process is highly controlled, such errors are rare, making them valuable. While most off-center error coins are worth a few hundred to a few $1,000s, some of the best examples of the 1991 Lincoln penny have sold for as much as $1.1 million. The value of the 1991 off-center Lincoln penny. You might be wondering, what makes the 1991 Lincoln penny with an off-center error worth so much? Well, rarity plays a crucial role. When these pennies are discovered, they are often in pristine condition, making them even more valuable. A well-preserved example, with a clear and pronounced off-center error, is something collectors treasure. The reason behind the high value is simple. Collectors are always looking for rare and unique specimens to add to their collections, and a 1991 Lincoln penny with an off-center error is a rare find indeed. In 2019, one of these 1991 off-center pennies sold for $1.1 million at a major auction. This sale caught the attention of the coin collecting world, proving just how valuable and highly sought after these error coins can be. The coin in question was in excellent condition, with a perfectly visible off-center strike, making it one of the most valuable pennies in existence. How to identify a valuable 1991 Lincoln penny? If you think you found a valuable 1991 Lincoln penny, it's essential to know how to identify if it has the off-center error. Here's what you should look for. 1. Off-center strike. The most obvious sign of an off-center error is the design's misalignment. The date, Liberty, and Lincoln's image will all appear shifted or missing from one side of the coin. The more dramatic the misalignment, the more valuable the coin is. In some extreme cases, a large portion of the design may be absent, making it very noticeable. 2. Look for missing details. Since the strike was off-center, you may notice that parts of the text, especially around the edge, are incomplete or even missing. The E pluribus unum metal, for example, could be partially or completely absent on an off-center coin. 3. Check the condition. A coin's condition, also known as its grade, plays a significant role in determining its value. The better the condition, the higher the value. Coins with off-center strikes that are in excellent condition, free from scratches, discoloration, or excessive wear will command a premium. 4. Mint marks and location. While most of the 1991 pennies were struck in the Philadelphia Mint, be sure to check for any mint marks or other distinguishing features that might affect the coin's value. However, for this particular coin, the error itself is the main factor in its worth. If you find a 1991 Lincoln penny that meets these criteria, you might have a rare coin worth a considerable amount of money. But keep in mind, you should always have the coin professionally graded to get an accurate assessment of its value. Where to sell your 1991 off-center Lincoln penny? If you've discovered a valuable 1991 Lincoln penny with an off-center error, you might be wondering how to sell it. The best place to start is by contacting a reputable coin dealer or auction house that specializes in rare coins. Major auction houses, such as Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers, handle high-profile coin sales and can help you sell your coin for its full value. It's also recommended to have your coin graded by a professional service like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC. These organizations will authenticate the coin, grade its condition, and assign a value, which is essential when selling it at auction or to dealers. Other valuable Lincoln pennies to look for. While the 1991 off-center penny is certainly one of the most valuable Lincoln pennies out there, it's not the only rare coin worth keeping an eye on. Other Lincoln pennies that are known to be valuable include the 1909 SBDB penny, the 1955 double-die penny, and the 1972 double-die penny. Each of these coins has unique features or errors that can make them worth thousands, or even millions, of dollars. Conclusion. So, there you have it, the 1991 Lincoln penny, a coin that seems simple at first, but one with the potential to be worth up to $1.1 million if it has a rare off-center error. These types of rare coins are highly coveted by collectors and can fetch a tremendous price at auction, especially if they are in excellent condition. If you ever find a 1991 penny or any other coin with a noticeable minting error, make sure to inspect it carefully and have it professionally graded. You might just have a hidden treasure on your hands. Thank you for watching today's video. If you learned something new, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with your fellow coin collectors. If you have any questions, thoughts, or your own coin discoveries, feel free to drop them in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Happy collecting. Outro. Until next time, keep checking your pocket change. You never know when you might find the next big coin treasure. Hello, coin enthusiasts, and welcome back to the channel. If you've ever looked at a Lincoln penny and thought, hey, it's just a penny, what's the big deal? Well, today's video might change your mind. Today, we're going to talk about the 1987 Lincoln penny, a coin that may seem ordinary at first glance but can actually be worth a jaw-dropping $1.2 million. Yes, you heard that correctly, at $1.2 million. Stick around as we dive into the fascinating history of this coin, explore what makes it so valuable, and show you how to identify this rare treasure if you happen to come across one. History of the Lincoln penny and the 1987 coin. Before we get into the details of the 1987 Lincoln penny's value, let's take a quick look at the history of the Lincoln penny. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin has remained a staple of American currency, with only minor design changes throughout its history. For decades, the Lincoln penny has featured the image of Lincoln on the obverse, with the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. By the time 1987 came around, the Lincoln penny had undergone a major shift in its composition. Most pennies struck after 1982 were made of copper-plated ink, replacing the original solid copper design. The 1987 penny was produced at the Denver Mint, with the D Mint mark indicating its origin. The penny's reverse showed the Lincoln Memorial, which was in use from 1959 until 2008, before being replaced by the Union Shield design. Now, you might be thinking, what makes a 1987 penny worth so much? After all, millions of them were minted. The answer lies in an incredibly rare error that has made certain 1987 pennies some of the most valuable coins in modern history. What makes the 1987 Lincoln penny so valuable? The 1987 Lincoln penny became a standout in the numismatic world because of a very rare minting error known as the double-die error. A double-die error occurs when a coin is struck twice by the minting press, but the second strike is slightly misaligned, causing the design to appear doubled. This leads to a noticeable distortion or doubling of the text and images on the coin, which can sometimes be seen with the naked eye. In the case of the 1987 penny, the most notable doubling appears in the word Liberty and the date 1987. The doubling is especially clear in the L and I of Liberty, and the dates 8 and 7 can also show a distinct doubling effect. The doubling is not always easy to spot, which is why those error coins are so rare. Only a few examples were produced during this particular minting process. This error is what makes the 1987 Lincoln penny so valuable. Most of the 1987 pennies are worth just 1 cent, as they were minted in large quantities, but the handful of 1987 double-die pennies have become prized treasures in the coin collecting world, with some of these coins fetching prices well above their face value. In 2017, one of these rare 1,987D double die pennies sold for a staggering $1.2 million at an auction, setting a new record for modern era coins. This sale caught the attention of collectors and coin dealers worldwide, further solidifying the 1,987D Lincoln penny's place in the pantheon of rare and valuable coins. How to identify a valuable 1,987D double die Lincoln penny. So, how can you tell if you've got one of these valuable 1,987D Lincoln pennies in your possession? Here's a step-by-step guide to help you identify a double die era penny. 1. Examine the word Liberty. The first place to check is the word Liberty on the obverse of the coin. On a normal penny, the letters should be crisp and clear. However, with the double die era, you'll notice that the letters in Liberty will appear doubled. Look for a blurry or shadowed effect, especially in the L and I of Liberty. If the doubling is pronounced and clearly visible, then you may have found a rare coin. 2. Check the date 1987. The next thing to inspect is the date. The numbers in 1987 should also show signs of doubling. Specifically, the 8 and 7 might appear thickened or slightly misaligned. You might even see a ghost image of the digits beside the main ones. This is a clear indication of a double die error. 3. Look for other signs of doubling. While the Liberty and 1987 are the main areas to focus on, you may also notice subtle doubling in other areas of the coin. Check for any doubling around the rim or other lettering, but keep in mind that the most valuable errors tend to be the most obvious. 4. Use a magnifying glass. The doubling effect can be subtle in some cases, so it may help to use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to get a closer look at the coin. This will make it easier to see the details and identify the error. Once you've identified a possible 1,987D double die penny, the next step is to have the coin professionally graded. A coin's conditioner, referred to as its gradia, plays a major role in determining its value. Coins that are in mint condition, free from scratches or excessive wear, will be worth more than those that are heavily circulated. Where to sell your 1,987D double die Lincoln penny? If you've found a 1,987D Lincoln penny with a double die error, you might be wondering how to sell it. The best place to start is by reaching out to a reputable coin dealer or auction house. Large auction houses such as Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers are known for handling rare and valuable coins and can help you get the best price for your penny. Before you sell, it's crucial to have your coin graded by a professional grading service. The two most well-known grading services are the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, and the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC. These services will authenticate your coin, assign it a grade, and give it a market value, which is essential when selling or auctioning the coin. Other valuable Lincoln pennies to look for. While the 1,987D double die penny is one of the most valuable Lincoln pennies, it's far from the only one worth looking out for. Other Lincoln pennies that are known to be valuable include the 1,909 SVDB penny, the 1955 double die penny, and the 1972 double die penny. These coins, like the 1,987D, have unique features or errors that make them highly prized by collectors. Conclusion. So, there you have it, the 1,987D Lincoln penny, a coin that might seem ordinary at first glance but can be worth an incredible $1.2 million if you happen to have a rare double die error example. With a little bit of attention to detail, you could discover that your penny is a hidden treasure, and with the right grading condition, it could fetch a small fortune. If you ever come across a 1,987D Lincoln penny or any other coin with a noticeable minting error, make sure to examine it carefully and consider getting it professionally graded. You just might be holding onto a rare piece of numismatic history. Thank you for watching today's video. If you learned something new, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with other coin collectors. And, of course, if you have any thoughts or questions about the 1,987D Lincoln penny or any other rare coins, leave them in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Outro. Until next time, keep checking your change. You never know when you might find the next big coin treasure. Hello, coin collectors and enthusiasts, welcome back to the channel. If you've ever wondered whether your spare change could be hiding a small fortune, this video is for you. Today, we're going to dive into the world of the 2014 Lincoln penny, a coin that at first glance might seem like just another penny, but could actually be worth a staggering $1.1 million. Yes, you heard that right, the one penny worth over $1 million. Stay tuned as we explore the history, the rarity, and the incredible value of this particular coin. History of the Lincoln penny and the 2014 coin. Before we explore what makes the 2014 Lincoln penny so valuable, let's take a quick look at the history of the coin itself. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it became the first U.S. coin to feature a real person's portrait on the front. Since its introduction, the Lincoln penny has undergone several design changes, but it has always maintained Lincoln's image on the obverse, with the Lincoln Memorial featured on the reverse from 1959 until 2008. In 2009, to mark the 200th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, the U.S. Mint released a series of 4 different reverse designs, after which the Lincoln Memorial was permanently replaced by the Union Shield design that's still in use today. The 2014 penny, minted as the Denver Mint, features this modern reverse with the Union Shield, representing the strength and unity of the United States. So, why is this particular penny so valuable, and how did it come to be worth $1.1 million? Let's dive into that now. What makes the 2014 Lincoln penny valuable? The value of most pennies from 2014, and really any penny from a more recent year, is generally close to its face value of 1 cent. However, the 2014 Lincoln penny became famous for one particular reason: a very rare and highly sought-after error that occurred during the minting process. The 2014 Lincoln penny that is worth up to $1.1 million is one with a significant minting error called a double die error. A double die error occurs when a coin is struck twice by the die, but the second strike is slightly misaligned. This results in the design elements such as the lettering and numbers appearing doubled, often with a ghost-like effect. In the case of the 2014 Lincoln penny, this error is most noticeable in the word Liberty and the date 2014, but it can also appear in other areas of the coin. What makes the 2014 Lincoln penny error so valuable is its rarity. Coin errors like this don't happen often, and when they do, they are often highly collectible. The more pronounced the error, the more valuable the coin. So, when a 2014 double die penny with a visible, dramatic doubling effect was found, it became a sensation in the numismatic world. In fact, one of these rare pennies sold for a staggering $1.1 million at auction in 2019, making it one of the most valuable modern era coins in history. How to identify a valuable 2014 double die Lincoln penny? Now that you know the 2014 Lincoln penny could be worth a fortune, how do you tell if you have one of these rare era coins? Here's a step-by-step guide to help you identify a 2014 double die penny. 1. Check the word Liberty. The most noticeable area of doubling is in the word Liberty on the obverse of the coin. If the coin has a double die error, you'll see that the letters in Liberty appear doubled. The L, I, and B are usually the most affected, showing a shadow or blurry effect next to the main letters. The doubling should be visible to the naked eye, though using a magnifying glass or loupe will make it easier to spot. 2. Inspect the date 2014. The date on the coin will also show signs of doubling. Look carefully at the numbers 2, 0, 1, and 4. If the coin has the double die error, you'll notice that the numbers appear slightly doubled, with the second impression shifted slightly off-center, creating a shadowing effect. 3. Look for doubling on other parts of the coin. While the most obvious doubling will appear in the word Liberty and the date, keep an eye on other areas of the coin. In some cases, you might also spot doubling on the motto E pluribus unum or on the edges of the coin. However, the more pronounced doubling in the key areas will always be the most valuable. 4. Condition matters, as with any rare coin. The condition is crucial. Coins that are in better condition will be worth more than those that are heavily worn or damaged. Look for a coin that is well preserved, with minimal scratches, discoloration, or wear, as this will increase its value significantly. 5. Use magnification to identify the doubling clearly, especially if it's subtle. Use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe. This will help you see the error more easily and determine whether the coin is truly a rare double die. What makes this ever so rare and valuable? The rarity of this particular minting error is what makes the 2014 Lincoln penny so valuable. Although the U.S. Mint strikes billions of pennies each year, only a very small percentage of them have any sort of error, and even fewer have significant errors like a double die. In addition, most coins with errors are not in great condition, and those with visible, pronounced doubling are extremely rare. In 2019, when one of those 2014 double die pennies was sold as auction for $1.1 million, it set a new record for modern coin errors. The coin was in excellent condition, with the doubling clearly visible on both the date and the word Liberty, making it an exceptionally rare find. As a result, this coin attracted a huge amount of attention from collectors and investors alike, driving up its value significantly. Where to sell a 2014 double die Lincoln penny? If you've found a 2014 Lincoln penny that you think might have the double die error, it's important to have it properly authenticated and graded before selling it. The best way to do this is by sending it to a professional grading service like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. These organizations will verify the coin's authenticity, assign it a grade, and determine its market value. Once your coin has been graded, you can sell it through a reputable auction house, coin dealer, or directly to collectors who specialize in rare error coins. Major auction houses like Heritage Auctions and Stack's Bowers regularly deal in high-valued coins and are great places to sell rare coins like the 2014 double die penny. Other valuable Lincoln pennies to look out for. While the 2014 Lincoln penny is a standout coin, there are other rare and valuable Lincoln pennies to keep an eye on. Some of the most famous include the 1909 SBDB penny, the 1955 double die penny, and the 1972 double die penny. Each of these coins has its own unique characteristics and can fetch high prices at auction, especially if they are in excellent condition. Conclusion: there you have it, the 2014 Lincoln penny, a coin that may seem unremarkable at first, could be worth a staggering $1.1 million if you happen to have one with the double die error. The rarity of this minting mistake, combined with the condition of the coin, makes it an incredibly valuable piece for collectors and investors alike. If you ever come across a 2014 penny with noticeable doubling, be sure to inspect it closely, get it professionally graded, and perhaps you'll have discovered your own hidden treasure. Thank you for watching today's video. If you found this information helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your fellow coin enthusiasts. And if you have any thoughts or questions about the 2014 Lincoln penny, feel free to leave them in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Outro. Until next time, keep checking your change because you never know when you might find the next big coin treasure.